The tension, the pressure, the negativity that exists today can be overwhelming. How do you handle that? How do you navigate this? Well, let's get the help of an expert. He's a 26-year veteran with the U.S. Air Force. He is Dr. Mike Smith. First of all, Dr. Smith, welcome in and thank you for your time.
John, thank you so much. Good to see you again, and I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, I want to go on a little bit about your resume because you are certainly an expert. I mentioned that you're a 26-year veteran of the U.S. Air Force, but also First Sergeant with the U.S. Air Force, also a member of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, and CEO of John Mattone Global, where he helps many of the world's top leaders. So this is something that is your sweet spot. This is your level of expertise. So let's begin with some of your tips. Here we go. You say, respond instead of react. What exactly does that mean, Doctor?
So when we talk about responding versus reacting, the biggest difference I think that we can say is reacting is when it's just impulse, right? Based on what we're feeling, based on what the scenario is, we just react, right? We say the first thing that comes to our mind, we do the first thing we can think of, and it's just really impulsive and we just go without any thought almost. When we respond, it's a more logical approach. We put some thought to it and kind of tend to look at the picture in a more logical, objective way. So we kind of just take that step back and don't start to go down a path we might regret.
Okay, you also say control emotions, which sounds very simple, but easier said than done. How can we control our emotions?
So that you're absolutely right, John. That controlling emotions might seem hard and sound hard, but when you really just step into objective reality, realize, first of all, what your emotions are. Are you feeling stress, anger? Do you want revenge? Are you nervous? Are you worried? Do you have doubt? So first of all, just us being able to realize what emotions we're feeling and then just take an intentional step back to look at things through the lens of objective reality, because emotion clouds judgment. So again, when things are falling apart, when we think there might not be a way out, we think we're up against something that's insurmountable, you want to have as clear of a mind as possible.
You also say be flexible. You know, there's a lot of us who tend to be rigid. So how can we learn the art of being flexible?
So being flexible really starts with having an open mind, right? A lot of us have come up and we've been raised in certain environments in our professional life and our personal life. So we tend to stay in the lane of comfort, right? The thing we're most familiar with. So when we're going down a path that we think is right based on our experience or based on just us being stubborn or whatever it is, when we are blindsided or something comes up that we might not be expecting, then it could be too late. So when you're flexible, that's really about awareness to what's going on. So when things do come at you, you have the ability to pivot, to course correct, to change your mind, to think a different way, and then keep going down a different path that could produce better results.
Okay, you talk about expectations. You say expect the best, but prepare for the worst. How do we get our mind there? How do we set our mind to do just that?
So I think really this one boils down to, again, just being real with ourselves, right? It's always a great thing to expect the best because that's what we want. We want the best outcome, the win-win for everyone. But to hang our hat on solely that best outcome possible without even giving any thought or preparing for what could potentially happen, again, we're just setting ourselves up for failure and just for a real kick in the gut. So have that mindset of expecting the best, want the best, work for the best, but also prepare for the flip side of the coin.
And finally, Dr. Smith, you say take a break. You mean like momentarily throughout the day, take a mind break, or what kind of break are you talking about?
So this one specifically to the situation that you're in, I think really is the one that we tend to overlook the most. If you're in a situation, again, where you're up against the wall, things seem like they're falling apart, and you're just kind of just stuck and you're feeling overwhelmed, it's really important for us to grab hold of that feeling and then just detach from it, right? Just take that step back, take a break, whether it's a walk outside, go to the break room, go for a jog, whatever it is, just to kind of detach from the heat of the moment so then you can kind of regain some clarity, you can refocus, and then you can come back re-energized, ready to tackle the problem.
Dr. Mike Smith, before I let you go, I'm going off script here. Are there any little instant mood lifters that you recommend? I know exercise because it releases endorphins, but are there any other things people can do to instantly feel just a little bit better?
So absolutely. So one of the things that I like to do, as a matter of fact, I'll go out and talk to my wife. I work from home here, or go pet my dogs. There's a lot of little things you can do. If you have a favorite song, right, you can just pop that on real quick and listen to that song, that music that gives you that little burst. If you have a favorite quote, you can pull that up on the internet and read that. So there are a lot of little things like that. A quick meditation, right? A quick phone call to a colleague, a mentor, a friend, just all those little kind of things. I think we get so stuck in the day-to-day grind that we tend to overlook that self-care, which is really what gives us the endurance and the focus to keep moving forward.
Dr. Mike Smith, I feel less stress after this conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John. I really appreciate it.
All right. Look forward to talking to him again. Dr. Mike Smith again. There's a website that you can check out. I mean, this guy is very accomplished and, of course, as you could hear, an expert in that field. All right. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to talk about